Alright everyone, welcome back to another review here on the channel. This time we're going to be doing Case L that's popping out in Target stores as we speak all across the United States. Found these a couple days ago, posted on my community post, posted on Instagram. Also found the 2-packs, which is Case T if I'm not mistaken. I'll be doing that review as well on that case in the few next couple of days. And also the Disney 100 singles. I finally ordered them online. My stores just never got them. I only found Sally and that was it. Also found Road Rumbler Mater recently, and I'm going to review that guy once the rest of Case J comes to my area, along with the Cryptid Buster McQueen and Mateo, because those are Case H highlights and really the only two good ones from that case. So H and J will be one video hopefully, but for now we're focusing on Case L, which has 6 vehicles that are the highlights essentially for this video. There's also Nile Speed Cone, Deputy Hazard Lightning McQueen, but those, kind of, show up in other cases. But we'll also take a look at Nile Speed Cone. The main focus, however, are all of these guys, being Randy, Mallory, Squat, Breaker Boggs, Johnny Lamer, and Jay Schustier. All new for me. I never had any of those 2 Cars vehicles over there from the first movie. Brand new character from Cars 3. It's been years since we've seen a new character from that movie. And 3 from On the Road, 2 from the Lights Out episode, and 1 from the Road Rumbler episode. So, well, also counting, if you want to count now Speed Cone, that would be, I guess, technically 4 On the Road cars, 1 from the Salt Flats. Since I already have it loose, I guess I'll do Nile. The reason I have it loose is because I first found it in that 2-pack with the yellow Salt Flats racer that's popping out at Walmart. So I wish I waited on getting that 2-pack, or waited on getting the single at Target from this case, because I got the 2-pack and now I have, cardboard cutouts and plastic cones and an extra Gearston Marshall. $11 or $12 I think I paid for that 2-pack. It's getting ridiculous. Those 2-packs are way too expensive. And he's also in the case with the Rumbler Mater, and I mean I could have gotten them at Walmart too a few days ago for $3.72. But honestly, it's one of the weaker, newer cars. The size is definitely sized down. He's not to full scale from what I'm seeing here. It's a decent looking car. It's not as great as, Peggy Liner from the Salt Flex 9-pack, but, it's a stylus for an iPhone. And Peggy Liner is more of an Apple Pencil for an iPad Pro. Best way to put it. Okay, Randy, since we're on the road theme, we might as well. He looks awesome. I am a huge fan of that artwork, but not the mouth. Not so much. Because it is obviously a reuse of Steve Herschel from Cars 3. It's the exact same expression. They just changed the eyes, which is a bit unfortunate because they do it. They know how to change these expressions. They did it for Claire Gunzer, which is a very similar mold to some of the SUVs we've seen recently in the diecast line. So they know how to change expressions. I don't know why they didn't change it for this guy, but at least we have him, because this was one of the most anticipated cars, I think, for everyone. On the back you have Mateo, the West Philanthropist bus, Road Rumbler Mater, Mallory Carhut, forgot her name. It's the Cryptid Buster Hunter. No, not Greebles. Oh my goodness, I forgot the name of this one. Anyways, Squat. I love the name Squat. That one's gonna stick with me for sure. But anyways, let's do Randy. All right. So Randy here looks incredible. First impressions, very shiny. I love the grimy and dirt on the sides. It makes it look, a little bit more authentic to the whole abandoned hotel theme that they got going on. Compared to the hearse from Cars 3 that appears in the Florida 500 race. Like I said, it's the same expression. The grille looks slightly different. Maybe it's because they didn't fully paint it silver, but I'm pretty sure it's the exact same casting. Yeah, the rear view mirrors, the top, everything looks just about the same. Just the grime and dirt that's pretty much different, and the whole silver lining, I guess you could say, because this one's a lot thinner on the doors here, on the panels, but here it's a lot thicker. There's a whole extra silver detail there, which looks honestly a lot nicer. I think the license plates are the same too. I need to see that off camera because it's hard to read. It says Grim GRM, Grim GRM, whatever that means. Yeah, so it's the same license plate, same back trunk. There's a little bit of grime and dirt on the red paint of Randy, but it's the same casting, which is a problem that On the Road had. It's not Mattel's fault, you know, because it's Disney and Pixar that reused a lot of their older models from their library to get On the Road finished. You know, they reused a lot of characters. So Mallory car hut, it's very similar in size to River Scott, especially the back. It looks very similar, but the front is slightly different. On the back, we're getting Motto soon. That's popping up also in the United States as we speak. Haven't found it yet, but I'll keep an eye out. Once I get that one, I'll review it as well. Quadratorgosaur as well. Need those two. And I don't think this one glows in the dark, unfortunately. Would have been nice, but you know, they would have emphasized it somewhere on the box that, oh, I glow in the dark, you know. It does have a matte finish, however, which is much appreciated. At least something and not glossy. It's pretty cool. It's a pretty nice one, I gotta admit. Love the expression. And I believe this is one of the cars Lightning danced with in the actual episode. So, you know, at least we're getting prominent characters from On the Road. Not really that many of the background characters. Well, besides the Salt Flat episode, you know, we got a lot of background racers, but Salt Flats is different. That episode's really cool, and a lot of the race cars there are, you know, essential to make because they're so unique. I like the dent on the door there, but we'll compare it to River Scott in just a second to see if River has that same dent. I gotta read that license plate off screen. I'm sorry about that. It says K0629N. No clue what that means. Maybe it's the actor's birthday. First impressions, it's a little different, I will say. It's mainly the back that's very similar. Chassis. What I really wanted to compare Mallory to is the Diana color changer. I believe her name is Diana. So now we have two ghost characters, but I just find it funny how we haven't gotten this one in metal form, but yet we got a completely new one in metal form, but not as a color changer. So I don't know if Mattel thought these were the same character, and now this is like, oh, okay, we've done the color changer, now let's do the metal one. I don't know, but it's weird to me that they did, you know, a color changer and they haven't gotten to the metal counterpart yet. Same with President Mater. They haven't done that one. They haven't done Cave Mater either. I'm assuming those are going to be for next year. But who knows what's going on with those. Yeah, these are very similar from the back as well. The grills are different, however. This one is a lot more similar to River Scott. Oh yeah, for sure. All right, so that was Mallory. Now let's go ahead and take a look at Squat. Probably one of my favorites from the case. All right, a bit of a small vehicle. Oh, this one's having trouble opening up. All right, so I did set my expectations low after, you know, Road Rumbler Lightning McQueen, because they wouldn't do metal spikes on these toys, you know. And yes, sure enough, it's the softest rubber in the world. It almost feels like, you know, actual hair. No, whose hair is this rough? But you get the idea. It's extremely soft. It's nothing. Hell, I mean, the Lightning McQueen spikes on that Rumbler one are a lot harder than this. So that's something. I love the nose ring, all the rivet details on the hood, and all over in general. I was gonna say, you know, this is one of those rare occasions where I'm gonna say, okay, I'm fine with either or, because the expression on the box is, you know, that kind of like smug, like taunting look, but then the actual die cast, it's a very angry, determined expression. And you know, in this case, I would have liked either or. I will take either. If they make a variant, or if Vietnam makes like some sort of Road Rumblers 5-pack and they release a variant of Squat with this face, I will gladly take it, because I think both of these expressions would have looked good on the character. So good on them for, you know, I guess doing this expression. because this is, you know, artwork Pixar sends them. But who knows? I would like a variation of Squat with that taunting expression. Hopefully we get that sometime in the future. Yeah, but all the details are fantastic. I gotta read that license plate off screen. It's not quite this. No, I can't really read that license plate. Something I don't really like about Thailand. So I wasn't really too sure who to compare this guy to. So I just brought this little Japanese car. I forgot the name of this one as well. It's so hard to keep track with these cars names, but yeah, I think actually this is similar to one of the Dynaco Piston Cup fans. Now that I think about it, I might have to grab that one in a bit to compare. But yeah, this is a really nice one. Can it stand on its hairs? Yes, it can. Yeah, so this little Dynaco fan, this is the closest thing I was able to find in my collection. Let me know if there's something that's similar to Squat. But yeah, that's as close as I could have found. Now let's move on to Cars 1 and 3. And we'll wrap it off there. So, Johnny Shoesteer, or Jay Shoesteer. Is it Johnny J for short? I don't know. Maybe a Pixar employee name. All I can know. Ooh, okay. This is an interesting one. I love collecting the Rust-eze cars. I didn't really have many of these growing up. My parents would usually just buy me the main characters. So, you know, I'm really glad they're releasing, or re-releasing, I should say, more of the background characters, especially from the first movies, because it's giving me an opportunity to play catch-up and collect them all, essentially. So this is another one off the list for Cars 1. The detail on this one is really insane. For some reason labeled 2022. So someone let me know who has the China counterpart of this guy. What's different from what you're seeing here compared to this, you know, Thailand one? I can't do a Thailand versus China on this one because I don't have the Chinese counterpart. But, you know, I'm seeing rubber mirrors. Maybe the original had die-cast ones or plastic ones, harder plastic ones. I love the matte finish on this one. Maybe the original didn't even have a matte finish. Let me know. But this is a great one as well. For sure, that's a great one. Okay, Johnny Blamer, same thing. Don't have this one. Never had this one, so this one's new for me. When Rev and Go comes out, same thing. Don't have it, never have had it. Anticipating the release of this one soon, so I can check it off the Piston Cup Racers list. Okay, so from Thailand, of course, don't have the Chinese counterpart to compare it to, but I'm going to assume that the differences is obviously the glossy paint and maybe the eyes. I'm pretty sure the expression didn't change, however. But yeah, four-wheel drive. Very nice. Simple little car from the first movie. Nostalgic, I guess, because, you know, it's a retro-looking vehicle. I mean, it looks great paired next to Lightning. Yeah, it looks pretty good. All right, the last one of the day is going to be Breaker Boggs from Thunder Hollow. You know, interesting how they finally release a Cars 3 character after such a while, because they really hadn't. So it's great to a breath of fresh air, you know, like after so many on the road releases, you know, because that's kind of what they were capitalizing off of. It's great to see something different. We're going back to, you know, 2017-esque era. This looks like something that would have jumped straight out of that era. It's a very flat blister too. Let's see if I can open it without it flying everywhere. You know, since it is a pity, I mean, they included a barrel. That just seems like a little bit of a budget cut, because I'm pretty sure you could have released them in 2s, because this one is going to come out in a 5-pack, but people are saying it's the exact same one. So I would have put maybe 2, you know, maybe just one with a different expression, and maybe the barrel in the middle, if you want to include that. Because, I don't know, if you're going to do Luigi and Guido together, why not these 2 pitties? But then again, they did also Guido and Sweet Tea in a 2-pack, which is outrageous, because $8 for 2 small cars, yeah, doesn't make much sense. You can't, I mean, really separate Luigi and Guido. It would be, I think, wrong to sell Luigi by itself, let alone Guido. I mean, they've done Guido in the past, but at least they gave him a tool cart, tires, you know, little small accessories here and there. Same thing for this one. I wasn't too too sure what to bring out to compare it to. I think it's a brand new casting. I brought out the leakless pity, but, you know, it's not exactly, you know, that. And, you know, for pities, I tend to bring out a Guido just for, like, a little size comparison. But, yeah, this is a really nice one. It's going to fit in really well with the Thunder Hollow collection. And this is straight out of the scene where McQueen gets his identity revealed at the Thunder Hollow mud race. It's just a shame that, you know, they only made one of these because he's next to two of them, one on each side of him. Would have been nice, you know, if they made a 3-pack or something with the two pities, the lightning with the mud, and then like a Thunder Hollow poster in the back. I think that would have been nice. Or you know what? Even here, it would have been nice if behind the square they had like the Thunder Hollow poster and the little, you know, barrel. Because I feel like for $5, I mean, that's how much they sell cars at my Target. Some Targets still sell their cars for $3 and I think 50 cents. But, you know, for $5, it's a little too much for this little thing, you know? Little rubber barrel that's hollow and, you know, such a small little vehicle. A little comparison with Squat here. Yeah, that's pretty much it for those die-cast. Let me know which ones were the best ones in your opinion. I mean, if I had to rank them, I would have to go for sure Randy or Mallory in the top 2 spots. Then I would have to say maybe Squat. If we're talking new releases, in that order, right? 1st, 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 5th. I guess these don't really count because they're just, you know, Thailand variations, but they're all great. I really enjoyed them. Let me know if you're finding them at your Targets, and I will see you guys in that 2-packs Case T review. See you later.